The crew's target is revealed to be the SLS Vault, a fortress of modern banking, considered one of the most secure ever built. Leo understands the magnitude of the challenge. To stand a chance, he must recruit the right people, starting with Stan. I got my eye doctor appointment at 3. Last times we hauled you. Leo goes to the store Stan works at. Stan used to be his most trusted partner, but has been out of the game for a while. Still, a promise of $7 billion is enough to pull him back in. As Leo outlines the complex security systems they are about to face, it becomes clear they are aiming for something massive. Their true targets are three powerful figures: Cho Young-woo, Suzanne Grosvenor, and Stefan Tila. Together, these three manage nearly $500 billion. Hidden among their assets is a bundle of unclaimed bonds worth around $7 billion, and that is what the crew is after. You see, with unsecured bonds, can't track who owns them. They can still be cashed in, and that is what the triplets have. Hannah is the actual insider. With her promotion, she now has access to everything the crew needs. For 7 years, she and Leo have been preparing for this. But now that she has a solid career, a relationship, and a baby on the way, Leo sees her start to hesitate. She has built a stable life, but the plan they are about to launch threatens to tear it all down. Look, we've been talking this up. 7 years before the heist, Leo was locked up. Behind bars, he reflects on how criminals don't fit one mold. They can be polished or crude, young or old. Stan, his future partner in crime, is also in prison, and by chance, they're sharing a cell. Leo landed in prison after being betrayed by someone he trusted. The sting of that betrayal fuels his quiet anger. Still, even behind bars, he's resourceful. He and Stan run a clever smuggling scheme using Judy on the outside to bring in contraband. Their little operation starts drawing attention. Things take a turn when Stan makes the mistake of selling a phone that belongs to the Peckerwoods, one of the gangs in the prison. There are 3 of them. In the kitchen, one of them ambushes Stan and slams a rolling pin into his head. Oh, he collapses, badly injured. Leo arrives just in time to intervene and scare them away before things get worse. I'm alright. Leo has problems of his own. During a visit to the prison doctor, he learns he has Parkinson's. It explains the subtle tremors he's been having. The diagnosis sharpens his mind. He starts plotting. If he's going to go down, it won't be in a cage. When Leo brings this to Stan, Leo doesn't agree. He only has 6 months left, and he is not going to ruin it. During this time, Stan meets Bob. Bob is loud, arrogant, and irritated. Once they strike that deal, Stan commits fully to Leo's plan. Leo begins putting the pieces in place. In a deliberately staged coughing fit, he grabs the guard's waist long enough to take an impression of the key. Go, Stan, on his part, spikes the food with magic mushrooms, creating chaos in the prison cafeteria. He then cuts his hands and goes to the infirmary. As guards rush to handle the outbreak, Leo and Stan are left unattended in the medical wing. Leo gets out of his restraints. They went out together. Leo struggled with a key he copied. Guards start coming their way, so to distract them, Stan gives himself away. Get back in front. Leo makes it outside and bolts through the parking lot, narrowly avoiding the swarm of guards reacting to the disturbance. Leo was hiding in his car as he drove out. Once free, Leo finds Ava and confides in her about the Parkinson's diagnosis. Ava reassures him she can get him out of the country, but Leo wants to see Hannah first. The authorities finally catch on. Leo's escape has been noticed, and the search begins. Questions that Leo then visits Hannah and tries to explain his actions. Hannah is Leo's daughter, but he left her because he didn't want her to end up like him. Hannah is hurt by this. Me. Leo then sees Roger Salas, a powerful figure who is also Hannah's boss and is connected to the SLS vault. But before the police can close in, a charred body is discovered. It is assumed to be Leo's, though he is very much alive. Later, as he talks with Ava, he reveals that he is not going to leave. He needs to stay for Hannah. The person he saw earlier, Hannah's boss, is not Roger Salas. He is the person who betrayed him. I don't know how he found out how he got that happen. You know what he did to me. With his former identity, Ray Vernon presumed dead, he is free to reinvent himself as Leo Pap. He sent a letter to Hannah explaining everything, including about Roger. Dear Heather, do need it be Leo Pap. From this day forward, 5 days before the heist, attention shifts to Roger Salas. He runs SLS, the most dominant financial security firm on the East Coast. He carries himself like nothing can touch him, but that belief is about to be shattered, especially with Leo closing in. This is who we're up against. Roger Salas. He believes he's untouchable. He is raw. Leo gathers the crew and outlines the path forward. There are 7 critical operations they must execute to bring Roger down and breach the vault. Their objectives are complex: reach the SLS building, bypass the vault, and move equipment in without triggering alarms. The vault is protected by a layered defense system, complete with temperature sensors and advanced controls. It's a fortress built by Roger himself, and it has never been compromised before. This is where it gets one. The system can recognize your walk. Anybody who's not supposed to be here, the cameras will pick it up. While Roger attends a formal event, Leo sneaks into his residence. He plants a listening device in the office, swipes a fingerprint, and tampers with his eye drops. Tension brews within the crew. Fueled by jealousy and suspicion, Bob starts forming a secret plan. He suggests he and Judy betray the others, take the bonds once they get them, and vanish. Later that night, Roger receives an anonymous call. The distorted voice warns him that none of his possessions are safe. "What do you want?" "I want to rope enough fit you out this thing." Spooked, he reacts by strengthening the vault's defenses. The caller calls again and demands a ransom of $4.3 million, exactly matching Roger's net worth. "You have 3 days." "Hello?" Roger also has a problem with his eye and schedules an eye exam. The physician he visits is none other than Stan, who uses the moment to capture a scan of Roger's face, advancing their entry strategy. It's like a simple bacterial infection. 2 drops in each eye, every 2 hours. But not all is going to plan. The access point they have been using to slip into SLS's systems is suddenly disabled. Ava informs Leo. Although rattled, Leo regroups, trying to find another way through. Day of the heist arrives, the moment every event has built toward, and the point from which everything else unravels. Each member of the crew is focused. At the same time, the FBI sets up a stakeout, while the city braces for the hurricane. The plan begins with Stan driving a truck through the main gates. They pass the checkpoint and head toward the SLS vault, moving their equipment after finding a place to park. Security guards are taken out one by one to avoid raising any alarms, and the team makes their way underground. Leo and Ava release gas into the hallways, knocking out the guards posted along their route. Down in the sewer system, Judy begins placing illuminated markers along the path, leaving a bright trail behind her. They then deploy bees into the building's motion sensors, disrupting the system. On camera, it appears as nothing more than a mechanical glitch caused by the storm. Wearing a beekeeper's suit and Roger's faceprint, Leo slips through undetected. The rest of the crew joins him, and together they access the vault. With the temperature inside stable, they move to the next step. Water begins flooding the chamber as Leo, Bob, and Stan start removing the bonds one at a time. Takes 2, but unbeknownst to them, Ava has already turned. She's feeding information to Nazan and alerts the FBI to head straight for the 59th floor. Ava and Toby burst in and uncover the operation, hidden behind a false wall. This disruption sends Roger and Hannah rushing to SLS, speeding through the storm. Nazan and Toby race toward the site as well. When Leo receives a warning that Roger is onto them, he decides it's time to wrap things up. Ava moves the containers into the elevator and sends them to the mailroom. There, Hannah receives them. She swaps out the real bonds and replaces them with boxes of colored cards. But listens, he returns to the submerged vault. With the key in hand, he unlocks it and leaves behind a counterfeit gem hanging in plain view for investigators to find once the water drains.